Have you ever wondered why so many small streamers vanish from Twitch without a trace? Like they grind for months, even years, streaming to 5 viewers, and then suddenly they're gone. No goodbye stream, no post, no burnout announcement, just silence. What if I told you that Twitch itself might be the reason behind it? Because behind the purple lights, the hype, and the big name creators, Twitch has quietly built a system that works against small streamers, not for them. And what's worse, most of them don't even realize it's happening until it's too late. So today, we're pulling back the curtain. Let's talk about how Twitch is quietly killing small streamers, one algorithm tweak, one payout change, and one burnout cycle at a time. You see, Twitch wasn't always like this. Back in the early days, around 2013 to 2016, Twitch was the wild west of live streaming. It didn't matter if you were pulling 10 viewers or 10,000, the platform actually felt alive. Streamers built small but tight-knit communities, and discovery was way easier. But somewhere along the line, things changed. As Twitch grew, so did Amazon's expectations. And when Amazon took over, Twitch stopped being a community platform. It became a business. And like any business, it started focusing on one thing: profit. Now, you might be thinking, well, of course they want profit. Every company does. And you'd be right. But here's the problem. The way Twitch makes money completely depends on keeping big streamers happy and small streamers struggling. Sounds dramatic? Let me explain. Twitch's algorithm isn't like YouTube's. YouTube wants you to watch more videos, so it recommends smaller creators alongside bigger ones if it thinks you'll be interested. Twitch, on the other hand, just sorts live streams by viewer count. That means the big streamers stay at the top forever. Imagine walking into a stadium with 50,000 people screaming for one streamer, and you're the guy in the parking lot trying to talk to 5 people through a broken megaphone. That's how small streamers feel every single day on Twitch. And what's worse, the platform knows this system doesn't help small creators. In fact, in 2023, a leaked internal report from Twitch showed that over 90% of all streamers average fewer than 5 viewers. 90%. That's nearly every small creator trying their hardest and still being buried alive under the weight of the top 1%. Twitch isn't just letting this happen, it's designed to keep it that way. But it's not just the algorithm. Let's talk about the money, because oh boy, this part stings. For years, Twitch told creators, stream enough and you'll make it. Get that affiliate status and you're on your way to becoming a partner. But the truth? Affiliate is basically a trap. You finally hit 50 followers, you stream consistently, and you start earning a few bucks. You think, I'm getting somewhere. But here's the catch. Twitch takes a 50-50 split from your subs. 50% gone. And for smaller creators who barely get donations or sponsorships, that means Twitch is taking half of what little income they make. Meanwhile, bigger streamers negotiate 70-30 splits or even better private deals. So while small streamers are scraping by, Twitch is cashing checks off their grind. And if you're thinking, well, at least Twitch promotes affiliates to help them grow, think again. Twitch doesn't promote affiliates. Twitch barely promotes anyone. The only real way to grow on Twitch today is to already have an audience somewhere else. TikTok, YouTube, X, or Instagram. Twitch has become a place where creators bring their audiences, not build them. That's the quiet part nobody tells you. And that's where the mental burnout starts to creep in. Small streamers look at the hours they're putting in, 4, 5, sometimes 8 hours a night. And for what? 3 viewers, 2 of them lurking, 1 of them their best friend. They start to doubt themselves. They think, maybe my content just isn't good enough. But here's the truth. It's not about quality, it's about visibility. You can have the best setup, the funniest personality, the most consistent schedule, and still never grow. Because Twitch's system isn't built to show you off. It's built to bury you. And the sad part, Twitch thrives on that endless hope cycle. Because as long as people keep streaming, Twitch keeps making money off ads, bits, and subs, even if the creators themselves never see a dime. That's the real game behind the scenes. Let's dig deeper, because this goes beyond algorithms and payout cuts. Let's talk about culture. Somewhere along the way, Twitch became obsessed with watch time. Not engagement, not creativity, just raw hours streamed. The platform rewards people for being live longer, not for making better content. That's why you see streamers doing 24-hour marathons, sleeping on stream, or leaving the camera running while they eat dinner. Because Twitch measures success by how long you stay online, not how entertaining you are. But here's where that kills small streamers. If you're a big streamer, you can go live for 8 hours, chat with fans, take breaks, and your audience sticks around. But if you're small, the moment you go AFK or pause the game, your two viewers dip. So you start streaming longer, pushing yourself harder, sacrificing sleep, relationships, your health, just to maybe get noticed. And Twitch loves that because it means more ad inventory, more hours, more profit. And if you burn out, there's 100 more small streamers ready to take your place. It's a never-ending hamster wheel, and Twitch built it. Now, you might be wondering, okay, but why doesn't Twitch just fix this? Wouldn't helping small streamers grow make the platform healthier long term? You'd think so. But from a business perspective, it's cheaper not to. Twitch doesn't need 1,000 small streamers making $100 each. They need a handful of mega streamers making millions, because that's what advertisers care about. Think about it. It's easier for Twitch to sell ad packages around a name like XQC or Pokimane than it is to coordinate thousands of smaller creators. So instead of lifting small streamers up, Twitch quietly funnels resources to the top. Sponsorships, front page features, exclusive contracts. The rich get richer and the small stay invisible. It's the same system YouTube used to have in its early days before it fixed its discovery model, except Twitch never evolved, and that's what's quietly killing the platform from the inside. Let's talk numbers for a second. According to Twitch Tracker, in 2024, the platform had over 8 million active streamers, but out of all of them, less than 1% ever hit partner status. And only a few thousand can make a living wage from streaming. That's insane. You've got millions of creators putting in time, effort, and passion, and almost all of them are doomed to fail before they even start. And Twitch doesn't just sit back, it profits from that failure. Every affiliate, every streamer who gets 1 or 2 subs, every ad break, Twitch gets its cut. So even if you never make it, you're still part of their business model. That's why Twitch doesn't change. It doesn't need to. Now let's introduce the biggest problem of them all, Twitch's refusal to evolve. Twitch is stuck in the past. It still looks, feels, and operates like it did 10 years ago. No discovery feed, no shorts integration, no real cross-platform support. Meanwhile, YouTube is adapting. They've got shorts feeding into live streams feeding into full videos, a full content ecosystem that builds visibility. Twitch, you go live, you hit end stream, and your content just disappears. That's it. Your hard work dies the moment you go offline, and that's why Twitch is quietly becoming a graveyard of wasted potential. Thousands of amazing creators vanish every year, not because they weren't talented, but because the platform gave them no tools to survive. Let's explore this even deeper, because there's something Twitch doesn't want you to think about. Twitch doesn't see small streamers as creators, it sees them as content suppliers. Every small channel contributes to the platform's endless library of live streams. And even if no one's watching you, Twitch can still run pre-roll ads on your channel. That's right, Twitch earns ad revenue even when you don't. So while you're sitting there grinding, hoping for that one raid or lucky break, Twitch is making passive income off your 0 viewer stream. That's the silent business model. And it's genius, but evil. Because while small creators think they're building a brand, they're really fueling Twitch's ad machine for free. Let's talk about the streamer exodus, the movement Twitch doesn't want you to notice. Over the past 2 years, more and more creators, both big and small, have been leaving Twitch for YouTube. People like Valkyrie, Ludwig, Sikuno, and countless mid-sized streamers have made the jump. And it's not just about money, it's about freedom. On YouTube, your content lives forever. You can turn clips into shorts, shorts into streams, and streams into videos. You're not just building followers, you're building an ecosystem. Twitch doesn't offer that. Twitch gives you a purple screen and a chat box. That's it. So when small streamers realize that all their hard work is trapped on a platform that doesn't care about them, they leave. And Twitch pretends not to notice because for everyone that leaves, another hopeful dreamer takes their place. It's a cruel cycle, and Twitch built it that way. Now, here's where things get really interesting. In 2024, Twitch rolled out new payout changes and ad incentives that sound amazing on paper, but they actually made things worse for small creators. The Partner Plus program, for example, offered a better 70-30 revenue split, but only to streamers making over $100,000 a year. Let that sink in. Twitch dangled a better split, but only for people who were already rich. So again, small creators were left out. They get the scraps while the top 1% enjoy premium perks. Even Twitch's ad incentive program rewards you for running more ads per hour, which makes streams unbearable for small creators trying to keep what little audience they have. So it's a lose-lose. Run more ads and annoy your few viewers, or run fewer ads and make no money. Either way, Twitch wins. But the scariest part? Twitch's silence. When creators speak up, when they tweet about low discovery, bad payouts, or burnout, Twitch's response is usually corporate nonsense. We value all creators equally. We're exploring ways to improve. We're testing new features, but nothing changes. It's like shouting into the void. And eventually, the small creators stop shouting, they stop streaming. And Twitch quietly moves on, another name forgotten, another dream buried under the algorithm. So where does that leave us? Right now, Twitch feels like a platform stuck between two worlds. It wants to be the home of streaming, but it refuses to support the very people that make streaming possible. Small creators are the heartbeat of any community. They're the ones keeping Twitch alive during off hours, experimenting with new formats, building friendships that big streamers could never replicate. But Twitch doesn't see that. It only sees numbers, hours watched, ads run, money earned. And as long as small creators keep grinding out of hope, Twitch will keep cashing in on that dream. That's how Twitch is quietly killing small streamers, not by banning them, not by sabotaging them directly, but by starving them of opportunity, visibility, and support. So what's the solution? Honestly, it's not about quitting Twitch, it's about being smarter with it. If you're a small creator, don't rely on Twitch alone. Use it as a broadcast tool, not a growth tool. Grow on YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, and funnel people to Twitch. That's how the successful ones do it now. Twitch isn't the start of your career, it's the end point. It's where your existing fans come to hang out live, not where new ones find you. Because Twitch won't give you growth, you have to bring growth to Twitch. And that's the quiet truth. Twitch isn't killing small streamers by accident, it's killing them by design. A platform that used to be about connection has become a machine, one that runs on dreams, burns through creators, and replaces them overnight. But now that you know how the system works, you can play smarter, because Twitch won't change for you, so you have to change how you use Twitch. And if you thought this was eye-opening, wait until you see the secret tricks every addictive streamer uses. It's changing everything Twitch refuses to. And as always, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to like and subscribe.